MuttMutt and MuttMutt Outdoors. I'm going to take a little bit of time to allow anybody who might maybe possibly be watching to trickle in a little bit. For those wondering, I have been on Liberty of the Seas for the last 7 days. I'm looking a little scruffier than usual, maybe. Well, not really. But it's Halloween and it's interesting. So yes, I've been on Liberty of the Seas for a week now. Just got done going through the process to hop off the ship and then hop back on for a back-to-back cruise. So really been interesting, seen a few things. Now there's some things that I know have absolutely changed, and there's some things that seemed like they were a little bit different, but maybe not. The first cruise that I took was around this time of year, 2019, and some people may know, but my wife passed away February 28th of 2019, and I was in a really bad place, and I still have bad days. You know, it's one of those things that happen. But I had to do things. I had to take and kind of look ahead and plan things and see if I could make things happen. And let's just say that I'm a lot grayer than I used to be. There's a lot of gray up in here, and there's a lot down in here, and that wasn't there. It was really rough, and one very special person has helped me out. Her name is Carol, and this has been a trip that we've been on together, and I've taken and done some little videos with her. In fact, I was in Pennsylvania with her, and we got to go see Falling Water, which is a Frank Lloyd Wright designed house that is there, and it's gorgeous. If you have never seen it, I have a video posted with some video and everything, talking about it and talking about the grounds. It's well worth checking out. And for anybody else who has not seen my channel before, a lot of it is dive related, and or it's going to be. Right now there's a lot of things going on. I have moved. We have a house together, Carol and I. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a siren back there somewhere. I don't know what's going on, but so anyway, helicopter there. Boy, noises. There's been a lot of update videos and stuff like that going on, and I'm just trying to take and get a few things figured out and work on stuff and go from there. But so anyway, to the matter at hand, Liberty of the Seas and changes that I've noticed. Well, one of the biggest changes is Liberty Dunes. Anybody who's been on the ship should have probably seen it. It's a little mini golf course that's on deck 13, which is up above the bridge. That's where I'm standing right now. That's where I'm starting this off, because to me it was kind of a little bit of a major change. Huge difference, and it's really fun, and there's a lot of people who don't know about it on the ship. In fact, Carol and I ended up talking with a woman in the elevator and said, yeah, Liberty Dunes, it's a little mini golf thing. If you're on the ship, you have to check it out. It's really cool. So here it is behind me. Lettering's backwards, but it says Liberty Dunes over there, and it's just, well, in fact, let me flip this around. I know the audio's not as good this way, but there you go. You get to see, and it's really nice. The turf is changed. You have a long turf and a short turf. The cups are pretty easy to hit. It's pretty easy to stay in par. And it's really cool, and you get little picture opportunities, and it looks nice. It feels updated and everything, and I don't know how it will wear over time, but like this area here, this is a rubberized material that's pressed down in and laid in to give it a feel. You have a little blue area that's kind of like the water hazard, but not really. You know, the ball rolls really well. And like on this hole here, there's a little split in here, and it might be a little bit hard to see, but you can actually see there where the ball go different directions. It feels almost like a course that I would have played as a kid. You know, you have the different little things going on, and it's just fun. It's cute. We played and we had a really good time. There was quite a few people up here. It was really nice. And this one here is a toughie. You got to get it just right. You start off over here, and you got to go up the ramp there, which might be hard to see on there, but there's a bit of an incline there. And then, hey fellas, how's it going? You get to go down this way and over to the hole, or you can take it and you cheap out and you can kind of just hit the curve and up and around. I think I actually, when I hit it, I bounced it off the shell, bounced it off a rock, and landed right around in this area here. And, you know, real easy, real fun. So it worked out good. So yeah, a lot different. Very new, modern. This is another one that has a split. One split takes and goes to one side, one split goes to the other side. One makes it a little bit harder to get to. Yeah, there you can see one side comes out over here, so you're over on this part of the green. The other side, well, you go out over there. And in fact, if you get this side, you can almost get a hole in one, which is great. So anyway, flip the camera back around here. Good, there we are. Hi. So in Galveston, gorgeous morning. I could not sleep, so I ended up on deck and got to see the sunrise, which it was really pretty coming up this morning. And we were docked and got to see the Carnival Dream come in, which Carol says I'm a snob. She says I'm a cruise ship snob. And part of that is because the first time that I ever came on Royal Caribbean, I got to see in Georgetown, Cayman Island, Grand Cayman. I got to see the ship pull in. We got off onto the little tender, and I looked over and I saw a Carnival ship, and maybe they're great and everything, but I noticed one really big thing. And what I noticed is that the Carnival ship had rust spots all down the side of the ship, all over. And I looked over at the Royal Caribbean ship, and what did I see? I seen maybe one or two, and then I saw a crew going out onto the deck, and they were painting the side of the ship at sea. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a geek, and I'm technical, and you know, I understand mechanics, and I understand a lot of different other things, and I understand the reason why you use paint. You're using the paint to take and protect the hull. You're not using it for beautification or anything else. If you could sail a ship and have no paint on it and have that ship last forever, you would do it. But it doesn't work that way. Steel rusts. So yeah, there's a big difference there. And you know, it just told me deep down inside that, you know, if they're willing to take and do that little bit of effort to do some touch-ups while at sea, that they're probably doing a little bit better in the mechanical part too. So anyway, I'm standing on deck 12 now, and I'm going to do a little bit from here, and then I'm going to take it. I'm going to try and head down a little bit to one of the cabins. So I'm going to flip the camera around again. You know, I know audio is not the greatest there. So this is the Solarium. It is much like it used to be, but you'll notice underneath the little walkway there is a little tabletop and a seating area that's in the water. Now, I don't remember that being there, and I am almost certain that it wasn't, because I sure do remember swimming all the way down and back in 2019. So that's a little bit of a change. It does seem like maybe some of the deck chairs maybe have been recovered or refreshed. I can't say one way or the other if that is 100% true or not. I don't remember if the little metal palm trees were there or not. I think the toucans were there, but again, you have to take a little bit of this with a grain of salt, because honestly, I was out of my mind with grief many a time. So we're going to walk over to another section over here and talk a little bit about the atmosphere and everything. The atmosphere has been much more sedate from the first time. The first time, oh, and then I've got I got an email coming in. So the first time it felt much more lively, and there were little contests going on up on deck. You had you know, a belly flop competition. Excuse me. And somebody's wanting to know how to get online. I'll tell you in a minute, but it was the same as last time, okay? Anyway, yeah, it's much more laid back. It's much calmer. They are trying to implement the social distancing. They are asking for people to wear masks. In fact, got my mask up here. You know, there's a TV screen that's out here in the central area, and I'm going to switch the camera around and do a little bit of a view there. But it is much more laid back. I would have said that the first trip that I was on, the whole thing was, probably around an average age of 40. Yes, you had some older people, but there was a lot of younger people on. This cruise, there's not many children, or the last one I should say. And then out in this area here, the pool deck area, it's all shut down right now because we're in between. In fact, the only people on board right now are people who are repeat. And so the screen has been shut off. The pools are reduced capacity. The hot tubs are reduced capacity. The smallest hot tub, which is over by the kiddie land, as I call it, it's the splash zone that's made for children, that is further to the back end of deck 11. There's 2 hot tubs there, and it's 3 people or your own party. And they're trying to ask for that. They're trying to make sure that when you have a mask off that you stay distant for health reasons, and I understand that. There's a few people that come through and they're kind of like, oh, well, you know, I just leave my mask off and don't worry about it. Maybe they don't remember or whatever. I don't know. I'm not gonna go into all that. That is not the purview of this. But yes, it's much more sedate. And I would say that the age range is probably, like I said, first time maybe closer to 40. I would say probably closer to 50 on this one. So a little bit more laid back, a little bit calmer. Talk with a few different people, and yeah, the shows have been a little but you know, that's just one of those things. It's, you know, shows are always going to vary on a cruise. There's different things going on and different ways of seeing things. And so flip it back around here, show you guys the kiddie area. For those who may not have seen it, Splashaway Bay. Yep, and there's the little hot tubs. And in the evenings, this gets shut down pretty early, because, you know, the kids are, well, on the way back it was a little chilly and not many kids wanted to be out here in the water, and so they kind of just said, well, we'll close it down. Hot tubs were left open. A lot of the adults were hitting hot tubs, and it was nice. It was interesting. Actually, Carol and I, we ended up over here in the furthest hot tub away, by ourselves, and had a good time by ourselves, just chilling, relaxing, doing our thing, enjoying. And we ended up there because, well, all the others were pretty much filled up. They are limiting capacity in the Solarium. If you've ever been there, I believe the capacity was around 15. Previously, there's 2 there. They are now 7. These little hot tubs that Carol and I ended up in are limited to 3 or your own party. You know, you'll see sometimes where there's like, you know, 2 adults, maybe a teenager and 2 younger children in there, and you know, they're letting that go. But you know, it is limited capacity as well throughout the whole ship. The back end of the ship, where the water slides are, the rock climbing wall is, and the flow rider is, this is unchanged. I didn't notice any difference. You know, but it's there. It's good. It works. So you know, and I did a live stream from back there a couple of days ago, talking about a few different things, and you can check that out, see what's going on there. I'm not going to get into it. This is also mainly for people who are cruising Royal Caribbean blog. If you've never heard of it, go over there, check it out. I have learned a ton of information from those guys, and I'm trying to do my part and help support them, get them some information, and get things going. I'm about ready to head inside. I'm going to take and drop down to deck 7, see if my cabin, maybe I can squeeze in there. The cabins, especially the interiors, seem to have been refreshed a little bit. All right. And they're nice. The carpet's a little bit nicer. I'm just going to take the stairs down. I'm on deck 12, so it'll take me just a little bit of time. Hopefully I won't be completely out of breath, so deal with that here for me. But yeah, they seem to be a little bit refreshed. I want to say that maybe the bathrooms are just a touch larger. How's it going? And at least it seems that way to me. I could be wrong. The carpet is new, and the cabinets that you would normally put all your stuff into are different. I am almost certain, I'm going to switch hands here because my right hand is, or my right shoulder is really aching. Let's see, this is, for those who may not have known, this is the card room. It's still pretty close to the same. Yeah, not a whole lot goes on in there, and in fact, it's a not a vaccinated only place, you know, so you're gonna have kids in there. So I did notice that there were some people who were taking and they were playing games in the Windjammer, and for some people, I'm sure it's a little frustrating because, you know, you got a big table that's being taken up by people playing a game. But they want to play with their masks off, so, you know, it is what it is. So, books, I see 2, but the rest of the shelves, they're empty. So, yeah, this is the library. This is deck 9 aft. So, it is, you know, it's all been stripped down pretty good. So, deck 8 is the internet center, and I believe the loyalty desk is there. I walked through a little bit. Doesn't look like anything major's been done there, but you know, I'll take and come through. And somebody's on the phone over here, so I'm gonna be a little bit quiet. Just give you a quick, yep, internet. So, and a little loyalty desk area there. So, gonna drop down to deck 7, and let's see what we have. Can I get into the room yet? I'm on a back-to-back cruise, so in fact, right now, the only people who are on the ship at this point in time is people who are working on the ship or people who are on a back-to-back cruise. Well, got one light out, but no big deal. And hold on a second here. I got to get my card out. I should have opened this up. Should have thought about it ahead of time. Oh, there we go. Got that. And all right. Card works. Yay. So yes, luggage is already here. So I was actually in the deck, the room right next door. This is 7445. I was previously in 7447. Much the same, but a mirror image. The door wants to close. So yeah, the bathroom, personally, I think it's just a little bit larger. I am certain that the faucet has been changed. There's a little backsplash area here that's different. And I do not remember that faucet in the shower, but it's actually really nice. I like it. Reason why I like it, you're on the cruise, you set your temperature, and it's done. So, yeah, so new carpet. And then this cabinet area over here, the safe has changed. The safe used to be in this cabinet here. It is now right there. So that, I know that is a difference from where I was when I was in here before. When I was in here before, the safe was in the other, and so yeah, that's a change. Anyway, we've got all our stuff in here ready to go, which is great. I am very happy for that. And yeah, and slip this in here. Come on. Come on, get out of the way. Get out of the way. All right, hold on. I've got to set this down. Sorry. We'll flip this around here. You guys can look at me in the ceiling while I adjust my my little holder. In fact, this works out really well. You keep your CPAS in here. I keep my dive card, my ID, and cash in between. Works out really good. I like it. It's been nice. So, all right. One other change, and this was not there when I was here last time, is this little guy here. So you take and you come in, and something's got to be slipped in there to turn the lights on. So, all right, that's great. Lovely that we can get into our room right now. So one of the other things that I've noticed, seems like to me there's been a few changes, is in the Royal Promenade. And I need to switch hands here. I'm right-handed, but I also have some major damage to my right shoulder. So let's just say that sometimes it's really a pain, literally, to hold things up with my right hand. So the last stop will be deck 4, and I'll sit down and do a little bit of question and answer. If there's anybody chatting right now, there's no chat turned on. I'm sorry. I have allotted about 30 to 45 minutes for this, and so that's what it's going to be. If I'm taking and watching chat and everything else, it's yeah. Much of the promenade is similar to what it was before. Not a whole lot of changes. How's it going? Things that I've kind of seen that are a little bit different that I don't remember. Between Cafe Promenade and the area where I'm at right over here is Next Cruise. So that's the area where you can go in and take and set up for the next time. I'm going to flip the camera around here a little bit so you guys can see. I know the audio is worse, but you got a couple of people in there. And so, yeah, that's Next Cruise. I don't remember this shop, but again, I don't do a lot of shopping on board. That is another little clothing shop, things you might use. They got a little desk here for specialty restaurants to set up and do everything. Cafe Promenade, still here, still good. Nice to stop in for a cup of coffee. They have a little pull-out desk over here where you can take and get set up for internet. I actually do have internet on board. I splurged partially because I knew I was going to be diving, and I knew I wanted to do a couple of live streams. So yeah. What else? One thing that I know for certain is not there. Yes, they set up tables from time to time to sell stuff on board, anything else like that. I think the car was more over towards the center. And we have our bears here, and they've got their mask on. Yep, that's right. Masks are required on board, except for certain venues. So you'll see there's signs that say vaccinated guests only. In those areas you can take and you can go in and you can take and sit back, relax, have a drink, have something to eat, whatever else you're going to be doing, and it's great. The Hoof and Claw Pub, again, drinking age. You're not going to have unvaccinated people there anyway. And yeah, so down to the casino. Yep, right there. Those stairs are roped off. They are only allowing you to enter that area through deck 4. So you must go in either fore or aft in through deck 4. This desk here, the port shopping desk. I swear I don't remember it being here. It looks really new, really nice, and everything else. I don't even know how they get into this thing. Maybe, I think they have to duck down underneath it. Oh, no, there's a door right there. But yeah, it's there, it's available, stuff like that. Sorrento's is still here. And currently with limited capacity, they are not opening the Windjammer on evening meals. So you have to either go to the main dining room. And again, I got to switch arms. Sorry about this. It's one of those things. I have to use my right hand to take and use the back camera because my left hand covers it up. So, yeah, that's one of those things. Some of the venues are masks only. Some of them are masks, maybe. For instance, the Platinum Theater. Anybody who's been on here and been to one of the big shows, Deck 4 is for people who do not have vaccination and things of that nature, or families, you know, with small children, stuff like that. So if you're on Deck 4, you go in the Platinum Theater, you have to wear a mask. If you go down to Deck 3, you can be without a mask. Seems a little backwards to me, but there's less people on who are not vaccinated, so I understand. But then at the same point in time, let's say we have a 10-year-old who got sick in port, and he's up there coughing and hacking and everything else. Where is he spreading it? More than likely down on the people down below. So yeah, it's I'm actually going to go out the other side. Our starboard side is over up against the port today. We backed in. I got to see that. That was really great. Glad to see there's a couple of people in there. Thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, all that stuff. Give me a few seconds. I've done most of the walkthrough, so you know, it is what it is. One of the other things is that when I was on board, you could always take and come down to Deck 4, come out and look around, and you had a button over there. Now the doors are automatic. That literally changed on board. And the same thing for outside. Before, you used to have to tap that little button. Now you don't. It's automatic, so nothing to worry about. So right now we're taking on fuel. So there's no smoking allowed on deck. And yep, there's the fuel barge. Oh, nope, sorry, got to flip that around. So there's the fuel barge. We're taking on fuel, doing all that stuff. And I can breathe now. Trying to take and talk and walk and do everything else and run a live stream. I'm tired, but hey, it's good. And I'm keeping to about where I wanted to be. I wanted this to be about 30 to 45 minutes. I'm going to open up the chat if I can figure it out. I have not done many live streams, so bear with me here. And let's see if I can turn chat on. Live chat. Yes, there we go. All right, so if there's questions or anything else, give you guys a couple of minutes. I know there's only a couple people in here. That's okay. If you have a question, you're wondering something, anything that I'm sure Kara's watching, if I've forgotten something, tell me, let me know. And I'll see if I can't take and answer those for you. If not, then, well, 30 minutes, yeah, it's good. I like that. Wow, there's a lot of ashtrays on here now. Well, I don't remember that many being on here. Maybe it's only because they're refueling. I don't know. The experience, though, it's been good. In port, it's been really... There's not a lot going on. I'll be 100% honest there. I take and I do a lot of scuba diving, and some of my dives in Mexico were canceled, but it's one of those things. Maybe there were some issues with protocols or whatever else. I really don't know. Anything else that I can think of? Social distancing, yes. Windjammer shut down in the evening. Yeah, okay, got that. What we've been doing instead of going to the Windjammer is we have been going to Sorrento's Pizza or to Cafe Promenade and taking and eating there. How do I say this and not sound like a complete derp? The food's good, and it's free, so hey, I enjoy it. How's it going? You having a good day?
Yes, sir.
Have you noticed any major changes that have happened since you guys were in Drydock? I know Liberty Dunes was changed. Anything else?
No major changes. It was supposed to, the interior was supposed to get changed with new things and all, but nothing major, sir.
Okay, I know. Like the rooms, the carpet has been changed, and it seems like some of the cabinets have been changed.
Cabins? No, I don't
No, the cabinets, like the storage.
No.
No, because the safe, when I was in there in 2019, the safe was in the closet, and now it's got its own little cupboard, and so that's different to me. I mean, I could be wrong. It could have been something that happened.
I mean, some of the cabins, like yours,
Yes.
The safe is in a different cabinet, like a separate one.
Right.
But others, majority of the cabinets, it's inside the closet.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering, I'm trying to take and show a few things to some different people. I don't know if they're going to catch it now or not. Little live stream. Would you be happy to be seen? Or okay, yeah, I'll flip it around. So this is Encore.
Hello.
Hi. So I just happened to see him coming by, security guy, and just asking him a couple of questions on possible changes that I've noticed. And he said there was supposed to be some different stuff happen for carpet.
Yeah, they were supposed. The medical was supposed to be like they were like the major change in medical is now there's no waiting room.
Mm-hmm.
So now the guests have to directly call the medical, take an appointment.
Okay.
Before going to the medical.
Okay.
Before it was like you can anybody could go and just knock on the door and they'll assist you with any kind of medical attention. So
Right.
You have to get a call. That's the only major thing that changed. But the Drydock, only the engines and the Aussie pods.
Okay.
They were fixed a little.
Uh-huh.
They were
So some mechanical repairs.
right. Just that.
And was the bottom part of the hull painted a little bit? It's blue now.
Right.
Yeah, and it used to be white, I think.
Great.
Gray. Okay. Yeah. So a little bit of a change there, but not anything major.
Not anything major. Yeah, hopefully they'll do the dry dock soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they're talking about trying to do another dry dock and a retrofit. Okay. Well, that's great to know. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You have a good day, sir. Uh-huh. All right, so hey, look, it pays to sit down and be friendly and ask questions sometimes, doesn't it? So yeah, that's going down to medical. I didn't realize that. I didn't know how it worked. I've never been down there and never really had a reason. So yeah, I guess you're supposed to call medical before you go down there to set up an appointment if there's an issue. But everything's been good. For our back-to-back, we went down to the Star Lounge on deck 5-4 and sat in there for a little bit and were able to just chill and chit chat. They took us off the ship. We scanned our C-Pass out. They held on to our C-Pass, our old C-Pass. We can get that back tomorrow, but they just didn't want any confusion coming back on, is my best guess. We took and sat down a little bit upstairs, waited for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, got back down, went through the process, got our passports viewed again and scanned. They checked our onboard test, which is in deck 2-4 in the conference center. That is one other thing I forgot to mention. And so we went in for a COVID test. It was a quick, couple times around each nostril. Not a brain tickler, just around down in the bottom edge. And then later on, I think it was around 9 or 10 o'clock, we had our results on the outside of our door. And it said we're all clear. It originally said on the paperwork that, maybe we would get it via email. Somebody on Royal Caribbean blog said no news is good news, so I just kind of said, okay. And then, we went down, we took our tests with us, we took our passport, we took our C-Pass, and a couple other little things. Everything else stayed up on deck 7 because we moved from one room to the other. And that's about it. Went down, went through everything. One girl was being trained, and then we came back up. We sat down for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're back on the ship, so it's all good to go. But yeah, it's been nice. Things are good. Everybody's friendly. Everybody's happy to be back. There's been some really nice people that we've dealt with, and I know that there's a lot of people who, during this time have been less socially interactive. Everybody's been separate and apart, and so one of my big things, and I'd say it a lot of times, is do good things, and that means being good to other people too. And so, you know, I try and be the person that puts their money where their mouth is, and I'm always trying to be friendly and everything else. So no questions or anything else. I'm not seeing anything chat wise pop up, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end it here. It's been enjoyable. You know, the route was Roatan, Costa Maya, Cozumel. I had dives set up in each one of them. Cozumel, I did not get to dive. There was a cold front coming down through the U.S., and actually, in working on the house, I had a tarp on there. It got ripped off. Carol's son is having to deal with that right now. Great kid. I appreciate it very much. He's been a big help, even though, you know, he's still trying to learn things. Hopefully I'm doing good teaching him. And I'm glad to have him there to help me. And it was my fault. I should have probably attached things a little bit better. The tarp has been a little bit of a contentious issue here, and it was just one of those things. We had this set up, we had it scheduled, and you know, didn't have a whole lot of a choice there about anything else. So for anybody else who is catching this later after the live stream is over, please consider looking through some of the other videos. Check out a playlist, like, subscribe, do all that other good stuff. And it's not just me. There's more content creators out there. There's a lot of people who are trying to make it. I'm not in this for the money. I like spreading a little bit of joy to other people. Sam the Adventure Man is another guy, and you know, he wants to take and encourage other people and spread the joy for their dive stuff. That's what I want to do as well. I want to take and allow even, you know, potentially people who can't dive or think they can't dive to see some of that and maybe catch the bug. And I go out there in the local lakes and stuff and do cleanup dives, get trash out of the water. Sometimes it's stuff that maybe has been in there for 40 or 50 years. I mean, steel beer cans, man. I mean, come on. So yeah, hit that thumbs up, get subscribed, check out some stuff, and do that for anybody and everybody that you can. You know, everybody's not the same, but you know, and there's going to be people that you don't mesh with, but you know, even you know, if you don't like it, click the dislike. It helps the algorithms. It helps people get out there. It helps them spread the word. And I'm not, like I say, I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this to spread joy and happiness to others, and maybe a little bit of information here and there too. All right. So anyway, I am going to call it quits here. I'm at about 40, well, the 37, 40. Okay. So right in about the time zone or time area that I wanted to be. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and do good things, right? You know, you get out there, you do something good for somebody else. You feel a little bit better. They feel a little bit better. And maybe it's they don't even know. Maybe it's something behind the scenes that you're doing, like going underwater and cleaning trash out, where they'll hardly ever even notice it. But it's still doing good things. All right? Anyway, take it easy. Catch you later. Bye.